Kamala Harris, a name synonymous with fierce determination and eloquent advocacy, has time and again proven her ability to command attention on some of the most critical stages in American politics. But nothing prepared the nation for the moment when she took on Donald Trump, the newly elected President of the United States, live on national television. This confrontation, one of the most riveting in modern political history, became an electrifying example of the clash between two vastly different visions for America. Harris's performance was not just a dismantling of Trump's rhetoric, it was a masterclass in political acumen, empathy, and moral clarity. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. The setting was monumental. The stakes could not have been higher. Trump, newly elected and brimming with the bombastic confidence that had characterized his campaign, was making his first major public appearance since securing his presidency. Harris, poised yet unwavering, stood as a bulwark of opposition, prepared to dissect and challenge the agenda that Trump had brought to the forefront during his campaign. The world watched as the two figures, both emblematic of divergent ideologies, faced each other on a stage that symbolized the heart of democracy. From the moment Harris began speaking, it was clear she had come prepared not just with facts, but with an unshakable resolve to hold Trump accountable for his words and policies. She systematically deconstructed his campaign promises, pointing out inconsistencies and highlighting the potential dangers they pose to the American people. With surgical precision, she laid bare the contradictions in Trump's messaging, exposing how his promises of economic revival, immigration reform, and national security often catered to fear rather than hope. Her arguments were not mere rebuttals, but deeply rooted in the lived experiences of millions of Americans. Harris spoke passionately about the struggles of working-class families, the urgent need for healthcare reform, and the importance of maintaining international alliances. She brought up the voices of marginalized communities, weaving their stories into her critiques of Trump's proposals. Her words resonated not just because they were factually sound, but because they carried an emotional weight that Trump's rhetoric, steeped in hyperbole, could not counter. Trump, true to his style, attempted to interrupt and derail Harris's points, often resorting to dismissive gestures and patronizing remarks. But Harris remained composed, her expression unwavering as she delivered her arguments with a calm yet fiery intensity. She demonstrated an ability to navigate Trump's interruptions with a deftness that underscored her legal and political training. Each time he tried to redirect the conversation, she skillfully brought it back to the core issues, refusing to let him evade accountability. One of the most compelling moments of the exchange occurred when Harris addressed the issue of immigration. Trump's campaign had heavily leaned on promises to secure the border, including the infamous wall proposal, which had become a symbol of his presidency's divisive stance. Harris countered this by sharing stories of immigrant families who had contributed immeasurably to the nation's growth. Her words painted a vivid picture of America as a land of opportunity and diversity, contrasting sharply with Trump's narrative of fear and exclusion. It was a poignant reminder of the ideals on which the country was founded and a direct challenge to the policies Trump had vowed to implement. Throughout the confrontation, Harris displayed a mastery of tone and rhetoric that underscored her position as a seasoned political leader. Her ability to blend logic with emotion made her arguments compelling and relatable, while her unwavering focus on the issues highlighted her commitment to representing the interests of everyday Americans. Trump, on the other hand, seemed increasingly flustered as the exchange progressed, his usual tactics of bluster and deflection proving ineffective against Harris's steady resolve. Harris's critique extended beyond Trump's policies to the broader implications of his presidency. She questioned the ethical and moral direction in which his leadership was steering the nation, urging Americans to reflect on the values they held dear. Her words struck a chord with viewers, many of whom had felt disillusioned and divided during the tumultuous campaign season. By framing the conversation around shared values and collective responsibility, Harris transformed what could have been a mere political sparring match into a moment of national introspection. The confrontation also highlighted Harris's ability to think on her feet and adapt to the dynamics of the discussion. As Trump attempted to pivot the conversation towards topics he perceived as his strengths, such as business and economic growth, Harris deftly turned these moments into opportunities to expose the flaws in his arguments. Her ability to anticipate his moves and respond with clarity and precision was a testament to her intellectual rigor and strategic mindset. While Trump's rhetoric often relied on broad strokes and sweeping generalizations, Harris's approach was grounded in specifics. She cited data, referenced legislation, and brought forth real-world examples to support her points. This contrast not only underscored her preparedness, but also highlighted the stark differences in their leadership styles. Trump's bravado, which had served him well in rallies and debates, seemed hollow in the face of Harris's substantive arguments. As the exchange drew to a close, the atmosphere was charged with a palpable energy. Harris had not just held her ground against the newly elected president, she had emerged as a formidable force, one capable of challenging his narrative and offering an alternative vision for the future. The moment was a turning point, not just for Harris, but for the broader political landscape. It signaled the emergence of a leader who was unafraid to speak truth to power, who could stand firm in the face of adversity, and who understood the importance of fighting for justice and equality. For viewers, the confrontation was more than just political theater, it was a call to action. Harris's words served as a reminder of the power of resilience, courage, and determination in the face of challenges. She demonstrated that true leadership is not about dominating the conversation, but about using one's voice to uplift and empower others. Her performance inspired hope, rekindling a sense of possibility in a nation that had grown weary of division and discord. This moment also marked a critical juncture in the broader narrative of American politics. It was a clash between two competing visions, one rooted in inclusivity, empathy, and progress, and the other in division, fear, and nostalgia for an idealized past. Harris's ability to articulate her vision with clarity and conviction resonated deeply with those who had felt marginalized by Trump's rhetoric and policies. She became a symbol of resistance and a beacon of hope for millions who yearned for a leader who could represent their interests and aspirations. The implications of this confrontation extended far beyond the immediate moment. It set the stage for the political battles that would define the coming years, highlighting the importance of accountability, integrity, and compassion in leadership. Harris's performance served as a reminder that the fight for justice and equality is not just a political endeavor, but a moral imperative, one that requires courage, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. It was a moment that reaffirmed the power of truth, the importance of resilience, and the enduring strength of the American spirit. Harris's words and actions on that stage will be remembered as a defining moment in the ongoing struggle for justice, equality, and progress. A moment that inspired a nation and set the course for a brighter future. Kamala Harris's confrontation with Donald Trump live on television was not just a display of personal brilliance, but also a pivotal moment that reshaped public discourse. Beyond its immediate drama, the exchange illuminated the profound contrasts in political philosophy that were coming to define the era. Harris's sharp critiques and unyielding focus on equity, justice, and transparency reflected a deep connection to the struggles of ordinary Americans. In stark contrast, Trump's rhetoric leaned heavily on bravado, leaving substantive policy defense noticeably absent. What stood out most in this exchange was Harris's ability to humanize the issues at hand. By invoking the stories of families grappling with healthcare challenges, workers struggling in a volatile economy, and communities divided by racial tensions, she anchored the conversation in reality. Her words resonated as a call to action, urging viewers not only to scrutinize Trump's leadership, but to actively participate in shaping the nation's future. This moment was a vivid testament to the enduring strength of American democracy, one where no leader, no matter how powerful, is beyond challenge. Harris's poised confrontation was more than a political victory. It was a reminder of the role every citizen plays in holding leaders accountable and striving for a more inclusive and equitable society. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Kamala Harris's performance during the live TV debate with Trump? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.